Also today, on a less scary note, we're asking, aren't we, for people to send us pictures. The trees I've been mentioning for ages on breakfast about the beautiful autumnal leaves, haven't I? Hooray, we're going to show some of your pictures today.
Yes, ping us your pictures. And now, we've all been valuing our green spaces a little bit more this year, and as autumn gets underway, Louise is very excited about this. You may have noticed a spectacular array of colours on the trees.
I almost go driving just to look at the trees. I know, very sad. It's particularly vivid this year thanks to the sunny weather of the spring and the rain in September. One beautiful display is in Stourhead in Wiltshire, so we sent Breakfast John Maguire to take in the views for us.
At this time of year, the lake at Stourhead offers one of the finest views in the whole of the National Trust. But we're in search of a different perspective, one from above. So the best way to appreciate the autumn leaves is to get right in amongst them, 100 feet high, up this tulip tree. I've never climbed a tree this way before.
The foot extender to go a bit longer, you can just, there's a little buckle on it.
Okay. Well, it's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I'm absolutely exhausted. But as with a lot of things in life, the hard work is met with a great reward. The view up above the treetops here is just absolutely stunning. Look at that. Oh, mate, Joe Ashman is a tree surgeon and looks after the estate's most precious resource. Joe, so this is your office, this is where you hang out?
It is, yeah. So I look after the trees, basically. Managing trees and managing the kind of the form and the structure of the trees, you can prolong its life considerably, really. So as they grow older, they do kind of get too big for themselves and they can start falling apart as they get older.
Right.
So we can reduce weight here and there.
The Trust had predicted a spectacular autumn for leaf colour, and the trees haven't disappointed. The weather this year, so problematic for so many, has proved golden for leaves.
Very often it's quite difficult to predict autumn colour, but it tends to be years when the trees are happy. I mean, it's a strange word to use for trees, but when they've had a lot of sunshine during the summer, there's plenty of water in the soil, so they're not stressed. You get that complex chemistry going on in the leaves, creating all these lovely pigments that we can see all around us now. The tree is shutting down for the winter, and part of that process is a controlled loss of leaves, and it actually needs to withdraw some of the valuable chemicals and sugars in the leaf back into the tree before it loses them.
COVID has meant a cap on numbers here at Stourhead and at properties and gardens across the Trust's estates. It will mean a fall in revenue of around £200 million. And there's another disease causing major problems. Ash dieback is ravaging ash trees throughout the UK. We're climbing again, this time using the 205 steps inside King Alfred's Tower to give us a bird's eye view of the forest.
Oh, you can see forever.
If we look outside over the tower, you can see the effect that it's having to the surrounding landscape. I don't think it's going to be particularly devastating to the garden, but where it will make a big difference is on our tenant farms. For the last 30 or 40 years it's been used as hedgerow planting because it doesn't shade out the crops, so it's been very useful for that. It's going to be as bad as Dutch elms, I think. That's what the prediction is going to be.
Green spaces have been vital in helping so many people to cope with the pandemic, and as some of the green turns golden or red, there's still so much solace thanks to the beauty of nature. John Maguire, BBC News, Wiltshire.
Just lovely.
You've just been enjoying that,
I
haven't you?
just absolutely, I'm mesmerised by
Throughout
it.
that entire package by John Louise has been going, told you it was nice.
Look at
those
see?
pictures. We'll be talking about these beautiful autumn leaves throughout the programme, and as Louise mentioned, we'd love you to send in some of your pictures as well.
Yeah, some of you already have. Thank you so much.
Well, that is nice, isn't it?
See? I knew it was a story. Absolutely wonderful. Keep them coming in. You can email them. You've already getting some already this morning.
Yes, I've been pinged some in the last few moments.
You can send them on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, or you can email them as well to bbcbreakfast@bbc.co.uk, and I particularly am going to enjoy them.
There's quite a few people agreeing with you, Louise, saying they sort of divert their drives
Do
or their
they?
walks to go through wherever the beautiful trees are to have a look at the colours.
Yeah, I do, exactly. There's a particular drive I like going on, and there's a walk as well where the beech trees are just looking perfect.
OK. Maybe we've hit upon something this morning. I get the feeling we might be inundated with pictures.
Which is lovely.
Now, we've been talking this morning about some of these spectacular autumn colours on our trees. Well, I say this morning, Louise has been talking about this for weeks.
I have, haven't I?
Yeah.
Every time we've been talking to Carol for weeks. But anyway, thank you for joining in and sending in your gorgeous pictures.
Let's have a look at some of them this morning. This is Deer Park at Woollerton Hall in Nottingham, taken by Ian. And Ian, that is a beauty.
Shirley has sent this one of Wimmingbrook in South Yorkshire. Have I said it right?
I think it might be Wymingbrook, but I'm sure somebody in South Yorkshire will be
shouting.
shouting.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
Oh, this is lovely. This is John. This is a look over Blenheim Palace. Gorgeous picture. What a cracker that is.
Isn't it? It's so calm. Not just the tree canopies looking lovely, leaves on the ground are also beautiful as well. This is at Padley Gorge and was sent in by Vince.
Oh, that's round the corner from us in Sheffield. That's another Jaffa. This is Beamish Woods in Durham. Thank you to Joanne for sending this one in.
And last but certainly not least, this is the view across the lake at Chatsworth House on Monday, sent in by Rachel. And we'll have a little bit of an explainer as to why it's particularly beautiful this year.
And this is basically your campaign to get
No,
these...
I didn't even... honestly, I just kept saying it and then suddenly it appears on the telly.
And Louise was saying earlier, you're one of those people, you actually redirect your walks or your drives.
Particular walks at this time of year. There's one where I get the beech trees are lovely and they're not quite right yet, so I have to go back and check every now and then.
OK, and as ever, you have been sending in your spectacular pictures at Louise's request of some autumn leaves around you. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that. This is an aerial shot of... Lots of these are around Sheffield, you know. This is Bamford Edge near the Peak District.
Have I got to come and visit you?
That's one of our favourite places to go, that.
Not allowed, though. It's not just golds and oranges out there. Rachel sent us this, a lovely red, vibrant tree from Kelvin Grove Park in Glasgow. Thank you.
That is a beautiful park as well. If you stop and look, now you might be lucky enough to see something like this. Thank you, Carol, in York for this one.
I'd love to know how old that tree is. Isn't it beautiful? This is Lynn's garden. Gosh, in Crowthorne this morning. Look at those different shades as well. And I can tell you, that's just going to get better.
Have we got one more? Oh, we haven't got one more.
No.
Anyway, thank you for all your pictures that you sent in.
I really appreciated it.